Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome back, should I say. Actually, this is now stream number 3.
There we go.
Welcome back, Leah, too.
Thank
Stream
you.
number 2 for you. Stream number over a dozen for me.
There we go. That's good. At least one of us is a veterans.
Yeah, at least one of us knows what we're doing, sort of. So today we've got Leah, myself, and we've got Steven behind the camera, checking chat and fixing Restream, which luckily we got fixed in a reasonable amount of time, so that's awesome. And yeah, today is very exciting because we'll be doing the print along challenge starting at 6 p.m. So we'll get into that shortly, but just I guess some housekeeping stuff. If you want to type in chat, just make sure you've got a YouTube account. We're actually also streaming on our Twitch account as well, so we'll be reading chat from both. And yeah, just sign up, post thoughts in chat. Both of us are reading it, so we'll respond. And that'll get really important when we're all competing for the print challenge. So make sure if you haven't signed up already, you do that. And also, I should mention, like last stream, we launched the DIY Quinly kit. So I'd just like to thank everyone so much for their support. It's been pretty amazing, like watching all the new people come into the Discord, excited about getting automation set up on the printer. And so, yeah, thank you everyone for joining the pre-sale, for joining the stream sale as well. And actually, the first of the kits from the pre-sale were packed up today. And I think some of them already got shipped today, but we'll be shipping, we're shipping now all orders, towards the end of this week. So look forward to that. And I should also mention, we've got, we're not going to say who yet because it's going to be a surprise, but we've got, one of our favorite, YouTube reviewers, he's getting a DIY kit too, so it'll be interesting to hear his thoughts on that as well. So look forward to that in like the next couple weeks, I think. Yeah, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We can get into it.
We can get into it. Let's walk right in. Let's jump right in. Yeah, so this stream we'll be doing the 3DQ print along challenge. So what it is going to be is at 6 p.m. We're going to release a model that everyone watching is welcome to participate in printing, and then we'll be competing in a couple of categories. And on stream live, I've actually only seen glimpses of the model, so I'm kind of going into this blind as well. We'll be trying to slice and compete against you guys, or with you guys, depending on how intense it gets. Yeah, we'll be doing the contest with you all as well. So I guess, yeah, why don't we get started? The rules, which we'll go through, are posted in the description of the video. We've also just posted it, I think, online, on our social media pages. But we'll go through it. But yeah, I guess what the contest is about is going to be, the theme is sort of a trade-off between speed and beauty in terms of 3D prints, which is a trade-off that we have to make really often when we're producing parts here, because obviously the faster you can print, the higher your throughput. And having automated machines is nice, but what we realized was like, in some cases where we had to print thousands of things, saving just a minute or two on your model, by slice optimizations gets multiplied like by thousands of parts. So that's kind of where this challenge came from. But you don't need an automated printer to participate.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, it'll be a cool exploration of like the trade-offs between a nice looking print and a very, very fast. And, we like to call them functional when they're not so nice looking. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So why don't you, break down the categories first?
Okay. Sounds good. We have 4 categories, and it's going to be fastest, most beautiful, most popular and most spectacular fail. So you could probably enter into multiple categories if you wanted, and you could probably print multiple times within 2 hours. So the first one, the fastest, will obviously be the one whoever submits fastest and has a recognizable model at the end. So it can't just be a blog.
Yeah. Then if it is a blob, then it goes for most spectacular
Yeah,
fail.
see, so you have multiple options.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Then there's the most popular, so that's just like whoever has the most likes on their post that they have on whatever social media.
Right.
And that'll also end at 8, so ask your friends to like your posts.
Yeah.
And then most beautiful will be a voting one, so we'll have a poll up and everyone can vote on which one they think is the most beautiful. Mm-hmm. And the last one will be most spectacular fail, and we're gonna see which lump of filament is the best looking, well, in a certain sense.
Spectacular.
Yeah. And that'll also be done by polling and end at 8.
So to submit your entries, like once the model is released, you can post a photo to either Facebook or Twitter, and then use the hashtag VDQ print along. So I'll just paste that in chat. I'm sure it's actually on the screen as well. So there you go. That is the hashtag to use to submit your entry. And so yeah, like Leia said, it's possible to enter for more than one. Like if you have like a really dramatic failure, for example, it might get a lot of likes on your posts, on your submissions. So it could be the most spectacular fail, but also the most popular as well.
There we go.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, we'll be releasing the model to everyone at 6 p.m. We'll post a Thingiverse. It'll probably be, it'll be in the video description, and I'll spam it in chat like I just did with the hashtag. And then we'll be doing a cutoff, like a hard cutoff at 8 p.m. Where we'll like gather all the posts and see do voting on most beautiful and most spectacular fail, and then also look at like most popular. But throughout the stream, with the fastest, so 2 hours, we'll get into a bit more detail, but 2 hours will definitely let you do multiple runs. Mm-hmm. So during the stream, if you're able to finish the model, fastest and like send us your post fastest, we'll pull it up right away. And everyone can be impressed by your like slicing prowess or how good your printer is calibrated. There is one very specific rule. So this is a bed adhesion edition of this challenge that we're doing. So where your model cannot use a skirt or a brim as helpers. That's the only slicing requirement. Everything else you can pretty much do. So I guess for those of you who are getting ready to join us, definitely post pictures of your setup. You can do it on any printer. I don't think we thought about resin printers, but I don't know.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Someone should just do it.
Someone should just do it, yeah.
Even though we didn't think about it.
Yeah. But send us a photo of your setup. It doesn't have to be an Ender 3 with a Quinly. It can be any printer you choose, as long as the model doesn't get scaled, as long as the model fits. And if you know any people who are like a whiz at slicing and you want to have them compete, the print is not a very long print. Like you'll have multiple chances within the 2 hours, to do a successful print. So definitely get them on the challenge as well. That's why we're doing this delayed start as well, to give everyone an opportunity to jump in. Yeah. And I don't know if you know like any YouTubers who are really good at slicing, so maybe invite them to join it. It should be a pretty, it'll be, the more people we have, the more, I feel like the more interesting results we'll get.
I want to see some cool prints.
Yeah.
Let me ask that question, can you scale the prints?
That's,
no,
you can't, because you could make the print 1 centimeter tall and then beat everyone instantly. So that's like also one of the requirements. But the rules should all be pasted in the description of the video. on the YouTube video for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it in terms of the contest. So yeah, I guess for now, until we release the model, why don't we talk about, how you guys can get ready, so that you can start exactly at 6 p.m.
Yes, that would be ideal. So, some things that you might want to consider before we start is bed leveling now, so that you don't have to waste time doing that. I know that's like my least favorite part, so I'll only do that now. And then
Oh, sorry. Yes. Bed leveling.
also preheating the bed, because
Yeah.
that might save a little bit of time, maybe a few minutes. So that could be that could be your chance to get the fastest one done.
I'll preheat mine right now.
Oh, there we go. Also you could do your slicing right now. So there's like a lot of settings that you could set up. So you can just have things ready. I mean, they might not work for the model that you see, but you can still try and set up some things.
Get the slicer open. I know Kira takes its sweet time to boot.
You can also prepare your bed. So I know for the vapor beds, you might want to like wash it off with some soap and water, but there's other things that you might need to do if you don't have a vapor bed. So maybe like glue or something like that to get it prepped. Also like whatever you're going to use for printing, so like SD card or like the Quinly software or Octoprint, anything like that, you might just want to have them near your computer or whatever. And your filament, so you might want to choose a filament that you trust, one that you know you print well with. There might be different things you want to use if you want it to adhere to the bed specifically, so think about that.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Like your filament choice, and again, this is talking about production. It is something you want to consider. Like, even if you pick something like PLA, different colors will behave differently, and sometimes like it can be a bit hard to predict until you've seen the model. But different filaments print at different speeds. Like ABS, you can push really fast because it's less viscous than PLA, for example. So you might want to consider that. There's no material requirement. So that would be an interesting one. But then that also plays into how, if you're not using the vapor bed, how you have to prep your bed as well. Is there anything else that could be mentioned? I guess it's kind of important that like your printer is calibrated too, because a lot of time can be lost to calibrating your machine. So yeah, that's just something to think about as well. So I guess we can talk about our setup, what we've got here. This is a full size. This is just an Ender 3, but we've got the full Quinly kit on it. And so what we'll be doing is, luckily with the vapor bed, there's no need for adhesives or anything. So no prep required there. And I just got it preheated, so it's pretty much ready to go. The only thing I should get open is the Quinly software. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 90. Okay. So I've got that open.
Everything's prepped.
We're pretty much ready to go. So I guess we would just be waiting for the model. But what's really cool, because this is an adhesive challenge, something that's nice about the vapor bed is that when it's hot, prints stick to it really, really well. And so like that's gonna be really good for this model, so I've been told. Especially since you're not allowed to use skirt or brim. And then what's also nice is that when it's cold, it'll actually release the print. So while we don't have like a requirement in the contest itself for the print to be taken off the bed, because it'll be pretty easy to do. It'll actually, you know what it will help us with? If we have failures or if we have to do multiple ones.
Yes. We will be doing multiple.
Yeah, we will.
It's gonna be a reason.
Yeah, we won't have to we won't have to like clean the bed and re-prep it in
Yeah.
case something bad happens.
That'll be
So that'll be convenient. We've also got, in terms of bed leveling, obviously you have to level the bed to some extent, but we've got the inductive probe here. Let me just switch to the Zoom version. Do we have a Zoom version, Stephen? Oh, here it is. There we go. I can show you those. Yeah, so we've got the inductive probe, and then we actually also have you can see this is kind of a custom hot end mount where we're using a E3DV6 hot end in here, and the reason we chose, this is actually exactly how all the production machines are set up, and the reason for that is just the V6 hot end, you can push a lot more filament through it much faster, than the stock Ender hot end. Like, with Ender hot ends, when you're doing things like really fast printing or big nozzles, they often can't heat up and melt the filament fast enough. So that'll be an advantage. So I guess if you have any high flow rate like volcano hot end around, use these last 7 minutes to install it really quickly onto your printer if you're going for speed. And then one of the other things we should mention is the 0.8 millimeter nozzle. So I don't know if that'll definitely be an advantage for speed. I don't know how that will affect the model we're going to see. But yeah, it
from the hints we've gotten, apparently it might help.
Apparently it would help. Yeah. From what we've heard, a larger nozzle or a larger extrusion would shouldn't affect the model too much. So yeah, I guess that's it in terms of the printer mods. Something I would say actually about larger nozzles, kind of an interesting thing, especially in regards to like throughput. So with our production system, like a lot of the optimization for production happens in software. So like happens with your slicing settings and happens with how you're setting up your printer. So something that's like a really easy hack just to get fast prints is increase the nozzle size, because most prints, like for example, 0.8 millimeter nozzle, you can still go down to like 0.2 layers on it, which is pretty good. But your flow rate is just so much higher, and most models don't have features that are smaller than that 0.8 diameter. So a lot of the time you can actually get away with using a 0.8. There's actually a product that we were doing, the long box, that we used to print in 0.4, and then we switched over to 0.8, and there's like really very little noticeable difference in quality.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because they were big models. There was like a big box.
That's fair.
The only difference you could see was like the bottom surface had much wider line width, and the top surface did too.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal though.
Yeah.
I think people really notice that. That's pretty cool to know.
Yeah. It also cut off like I think 6 hours from the print time.
Okay, that's like, definitely worth it. Though.
Yeah, and like for no noticeable drop in quality, that's good. So like it is possible, maybe, depending on how hard people push this print, it might be possible to have like a really fast print with that looks really good as well.
Yeah, I want to see that. I'm pretty motivated for that.
Fast is most beautiful? Yeah. Maybe we should rank most beautiful by speed next time.
Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be cool, actually. Yeah, so I guess we should talk about our plan. Have you seen the model yet?
I've seen the model, but that doesn't really help. I am not a seasoned slicer like you guys, so I don't think it helps that I saw the model.
Okay. I've only seen like small glimpses of it, but I don't really know like. Yeah, honestly, I've been ignoring that Discord channel all week, like trying to look. Because I wanted to go into it mostly blind.
There we go.
I've seen it.
Yeah, Steven's the one who put it together. Do you actually? Oh, I can't reveal any information about the model yet. it is, I know it's remixed from a Thingiverse model, and then once it's released, we'll have to give credit to the original guy as well.
Okay.
But I can't do that now because I don't know what it is. So I guess what we'll be doing is we're going to try to compete for fastest first.
Yes.
And then we're going to try to do most beautiful, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll go for those two.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Unless we also want to do most spectacular. Damn.
We
could do 3 of those.
Yeah, that might be unfortunate result of trying to do it most fast. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm trying to think, like, because I know on this computer, I don't have a slicing profile.
Oh yeah, it is.
So I would be starting from scratch. So that's going to be interesting to watch, at least, for anyone that's just watching, like, I'll try to recall my past, slicing settings.
That's good.
Actually, yeah, I wonder if we should go into Cura, and like,
look through it.
Yeah, because I know I want to open some settings, and we've only got a minute and a half before the model is released. Okay, so that is going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pull up. Well, actually, we'll probably want to pull up Thingiverse because the model is going to be up in 60 seconds. But the things I'm thinking about is we've got the 0.8 nozzle, so we should try to take advantage of that.
Yes.
Probably be printing really hot. And I think on a 0.8 nozzle on an Ender, because it's a stock extruder, I think we've been able to get up to like 90% infill.
Okay.
And then 90 millimeters per second infill.
Okay.
And then I have a secret, depending on what the model looks like, I've got a secret strategy with the infill that I've used. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
I'm ready to
use
see this. The secret strategy.
It should be pretty interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. The model is going to be released in 30 seconds. Steven, are you ready?
My finger's hovering over the button.
Your finger is hovering over the button.
Just go push it for a minute.
Is this link in the doc correct?
Is it just not open until...
Yeah, do it right now, but we'll
Okay. I'm getting ready to post it in chat for everyone.
Okay, good.
Giving everyone a head start. Wow. Jack is really, just giving everyone a huge head start. Kevin is collecting the bets. Yeah, I wonder if we will be able to beat this stream. Because I have to make the profile from scratch, so I don't know.
That's true.
That's not going to be fun. Okay, it's 6.
Oh! There we go, we're live. It might take like a moment before this.
Blaming you.
Oh, wait.
Stop hugging.
The stream is delayed, so everyone got...
Oh, suck the suck, I guess.
Yeah.
We have the advantage now.
Okay, let's quickly get this open. What does this look like? No!
The internet! Okay.
Thingiverse is so slow.
Online to be.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my. Yes, this is a bad adhesion challenge for sure. And I see, there's gonna be some, hold on, let me switch so you guys can see what I'm looking at.
There we go.
There's gonna be some bridging, which means the temperature is gonna be interesting as well.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, Thingiverse. So, okay, this is going to be an interesting model. So before we start, I'll give you guys a head start. This model is a remix of the support-free DNA helix by Im Hadzich. And this was downloaded from Pulse 3D. So we'll put credit in, I guess, the description of the video.
It's on the Thingiverse.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, so I've downloaded the file, and now let's pull into Cura and take a look at what is going on here. Okay, so I'm in Cura. I don't know how big this is actually. Do you have any hints for us, Susan? How fast can we expect it to go?
Yeah, I thought comfortably under half an hour is really cranked
Really?
every setting.
Okay, under half an hour. So the first thing I'm gonna do is set my nozzle to 0.8.
Oh, Paige just started drinking already.
Oh
my god.
Fish has got like he's got his thing ready. Okay, first layer height is fine. I'll go 0.4. You know what? I'm gonna push this a little bit. I'm gonna do a 0.9 line width.
Oh, by the way, we have a 0.8 nozzle on.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
Holy, I'm making this from scratch. Well, two walls? Two walls should be okay. This is not gonna be pretty. Like, I can already
The fast
tell.
one is
This is gonna be fast. Okay, that's all fine. Top and bottom, we probably only with 0. Oh, obviously one top layer and one bottom layer. Oh my. Hold on. Kiri, why are you so small? Bottom layer is 1. Yeah, it's very far from me. You have to tell me what I'm looking at. Okay, top, bottom, zigzag. Zigzag is faster than mine, I think.
Is that
Yeah,
in
this
the
is
shot
perfect.
though?
No, it's fine.
Slightly.
It's fine.
It's covering me, that's okay.
Okay, so I know zigzag is a very fast.
Okay.
Skin overlap doesn't matter. Infill, okay. I'm gonna do infill last in case someone copies my secret.
Wow, it's that secret.
It's that secret. Okay, so obviously we're gonna crank it up to 230. The temperature needs to be 60. Flow rate is fine. We might actually want to put, because we're only doing one top layer, I'll put a little bit extra flow just to fill all the gaps. Okay, and speed. Now this is where it gets interesting. So infill speed, I think I can do, cause it's a 0.9. I think I can do 85. Okay, that's 90. 85.
There we go.
Inner wall speed, that can be 65 for sure. Outer wall speed, we want it to look like presentable. I mean, like, it needs to hold together.
Yes.
Top bottom speed, we can easily do 50. Travel speed, whatever. Oh wait, initial layer speed. We want a really good stick, so I'm thinking like, no brims too.
Yeah,
Okay, so I will put it on like 30. I don't, that might be too fast.
Okay, maybe it's the
Number of
from
slower
the beginning.
layers. No slower layers, come on. Okay, and then I need to also know the minimum layer time, because we just want to like get rid of that setting. Minimum layer time, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's where a lot of prints lose speed, actually, is retractions. So, because retractions are kind of slow.
I'm learning so much right now, actually.
Yeah, I guess this is a really hasty way of like learning all of the different settings in a slicer. Retraction distance, we'll have a slightly stringier print, so I'll do 3, and then I'll crank up the speed to like, I think 60 is fine.
Okay.
Retraction, minimum travel, that's fine, maximum retraction time. Yeah, okay, that stuff is all, shouldn't play a part, but I'm not super happy with those settings, so we'll keep going.
Okay.
Do I have to think about where the layers start? No. We might want sleeve on. No, okay, I'll leave that out too. Okay, now, there's a lot of bridging on this model. So, obviously fan speed has to be 100 because the printing is really hot and really fast. Minimum layer time we change. We're not going to lift the head. Minimum speed is 2. Okay, this is all fine. Support, no supports. That was one of the rules.
Yes, sir.
We can't use supports. Alright, build plate adhesion.
No,
No skirt, so we're turning that off as well. No dual extrusion. Okay, what about special mode? No. There is a setting that I'm looking for. It might not be enabled. Fuzzy screen. I don't think that'll help with anything. That'll just be fun.
You're not.
Can we make overhangs printable? Or is that cheating?
No. Well, we can.
It's the slicing setting.
You're adding more material.
Are you giving us a hint right now not to use it?
Yeah, I think he said
I
slicing.
thought it
Okay. Wire printing. Oh my god.
was.
That's gonna cut down the time so much.
Wire.
31 minutes? Okay, no wire printing. Where are my bridging settings? Maybe they're under support.
Look it up. Yeah.
You're up.
I mean, it's also the mouse. Doesn't the mouse not work?
Yeah.
Wire mouse.
The latency.
Get a gamer mouse.
The latency on this, it's on this external. The latency on this wireless mouse is slowing me down. And also the latency on Kira's settings. Okay, here we go. Wait, where is bridging? Oh dear. Bridge wallpaper. That is all fine. I'm looking for bridge flow rate. Okay, that's 60. That's fine. I will increase it a little bit. Okay. Here is the secret setting that saves so much time with prints. So I'm gonna make the infill density 5%.
Okay.
I'm gonna do lines because it doesn't have to be structural.
Okay.
And now here's how you do it. There's this thing called gradual infill step that halves your infill every time for every step. So what you can do is actually what I'll do is I'll set my infill. I want the infill at the top to look good, so I'll set it to 30%. But I'll make how many steps should I do? If I do 4 steps, it'll be 30 and then 15 and then 7.5 and then 3. So I'll do 4 steps. And then I'll make each step height 2 layers. So that's 0.8. Okay, let's see what we get. 48 minutes? What the heck?
That's really long.
That's so long. What am I missing here? That's so long. Oh yeah. That's true. Our layer height is we could do 0.5 millimeter layers. This will be really interesting. It's still 47 minutes. We must be getting limited somewhere. Maybe speed. Oh, I think our minimum layer time does not apply. I set it to 2 seconds. Are these layers less than 2 seconds? Maybe I'll just disable it.
Yeah. Let me see what it does. What are you?
Why is your model being limited to that much? The infill is not going to full speed, is it? Oh wait, you don't need infill for this. Yeah, you don't need infill. Yeah, you don't even need infill for this. Get rid of this infill. Holy. Yeah.
We're losing time.
We are losing time. But we're providing instructions.
Yeah.
It's still 40 minutes though. I guess we can just crank up the double walls. No, because I'm looking at how thin this is. You definitely don't need 2 walls. Where are our walls? We only need one more.
Yeah.
Do you think? Well, if we're doing a 0.9 extrusion
Okay,
width,
that's
we could definitely go to a 0.6 layer height. I'm just not sure the extruder can keep up with that.
Okay, we can do it,
We'll
and then
try
if it's
it.
wrong, then we can do it again.
Okay.
Always giving hope in chat. That's it. Don't help in chat.
We can't even see the chat right now.
Let's see.
I'm dictating.
Let's see.
You didn't tell us the hints. What do you mean?
Okay, and then we can just do this at 60, honestly. This is gonna be, really interesting. Because I've never actually pushed it this much. 230. Reasonable.
Oh, higher.
Conservative side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fine. Well, we're gonna burn this PLA.
I mean, it's black already. It's fine.
That's true. No one will be able to tell. Okay. I'm just gonna do 65. Top bottom speed. I think we're fine. Let's try this.
Let's try it.
I'm not sure if I can push it any more than that.
We will see.
The PLA is not even gonna be like plastic anymore. It'll be, like when you let it cook too long. Okay. Let's see how this turns out. I think it's gonna be really rough. I'm just saving this to download.
Yeah.
And then on the screen, I could switch over to Quinly. Alright, and then boom, the hub.
There we go.
Quinly's processing it. Okay. We're just printing one, right?
Yes. For this first one.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be exciting. Okay, let me switch the camera over to the camera.
There we go.
Oh, I could have just made it smaller. If you guys have prints going on, definitely send links. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see what printers people are doing it on.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So what if someone's got like a carbon, like resin, continuous pull printer? Then they'd be able to print in like 5 minutes.
True.
Yeah. Jack's printing it on SLA. Oh my god. Kevin Baker. I don't know if you'll be third place. Like, we definitely spent 15 minutes slicing, which put us at a great disadvantage. Or should I say we were being very kind.
Yeah, so you were showing all the settings.
Cura open. Oh, Kevin's giving us, he's given us like a massive head start.
I think it's Cura maybe about 10 minutes to open.
Oh, that could be it too, actually.
Yeah, why does that always happen?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, here. It's starting to print. Everything is quiet now. We've got the nozzle at 250 and the bed at 60 degrees. I can actually smell the PLA like cooking in the hot end right now.
It's a good thing we didn't do ABS then.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe we wouldn't have had to do such high temps.
That's true. I mean, we could have done it. I have really bad sense of smell, so it would have affected me.
We should do our classic challenge. So for every like that we get on the YouTube video, we'll increase the feed rate by 1%. So let me check our YouTube right now and see what we're at. We're at 10 likes. Okay. So we're gonna have to print this at 110%. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, maybe they're just gonna make us fail at this point.
That's true. They have.
They have that in their.
They've got the
graph.
ability. And Jack says he's got a live stream of his printer on our Discord.
Let's do it.
Okay, let me take a look.
Oh, that's good. How do you?
Oh, it's printing.
There we go.
Okay, let me increase the speed right now to 110%. We have 10 likes on the video, so we'll get to 110%. Oh man, this could go way faster. Okay, we're going faster than that. Every like on the video is double.
There we go.
So 120? Yeah, this could be way faster.
Oh, we've got 11 now, so.
Okay, 122 then.
Two more.
Why is our travel speed so slow?
Did we change that?
Acceleration button.
Our acceleration.
Do the Excel.
Okay, let's change this.
Actually, the acceleration button is right.
Oh, Kira default acceleration is so low. I should have known. I should have known.
You played yourself.
I did. Oh man. Having to make this from... I'll blame it on making it on scratch.
That's fair.
Not forgetting about that one.
Oh, but Eric, he's still on that.
Oh, welcome back, Eric. Eric was, he did our first UI.
Oh.
Yeah, he was our UI dev
Oh, that's so nice.
yeah, last year.
Perfect.
And right now he's doing his master's.
Damn.
What am I looking for? Acceleration. Under speed. Oh, here it is.
Oh, zero.
500? Oh my god. This should be at least 2,000.
Oh, okay.
Oh my, that's what it is. It's always very specific settings that will completely, like, slow down your print. Like,
I see.
okay, let's see the difference. Because this was estimated at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Now it's 26 minutes. So,
I mean, still
that's a pretty decent difference. I wonder if we can go back. Oh, and travel acceleration is still 500, so we could do...
Well, we can show Jax. He's got a live stream.
Well, let's see it.
If you, can you post the link in the doc? Okay, I'm gonna abort this one.
Oh my.
And start a new one. And I'll make the speed much higher, actually. Ball speed, let's go 90. Let's just see what happens.
Oh my god, okay. I trust.
It's, Kira can't even estimate anymore. We set minimum time to 0, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jax stream is on the dock.
Okay, I will open up Jackstream once we reset it. This is so slow. This could go way faster.
You probably start or finish this one sooner just by
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, let me abort. And then I'll switch over to real time. I'm gonna do something that you should never really do, which is pull it off while it's still hot. Oh my god, that was pretty much harder to do than I thought.
illegal tips.
Illegal tips. Only do this if you know what you're doing. Okay, so right, let's go into this one. Okay, cool. We're learning how to stream. So the printer suspended. I'm gonna delete the print along column. I'll put the new one. That was the right one, right? Yeah.
What is the other one? Is that the...
That's the STL, I think. Okay, now just suspend. We could just go straight to heating. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Oh, it's so convenient. Look, we didn't have to clean the bag.
There we go.
Put any new tape. Just really quickly swap out the prints.
Exactly.
Alright.
Let's see the screen. The other screen.
The face when you get your first shout out. Shout out to Eric.
Second shout out.
Oh wait, everyone can see the Twitch. Oh no.
Oh, it's the thing.
Alright. Scripted stream. Our extruder is heating. We lost out on that preheating time.
Okay, it's long time.
Yeah. we should be printing pretty soon. Okay, let's check out Jack's screen. So I'm gonna log into Discord. Someone's logged in. Oh, I'm logged in already. Okay, cool. Jack posted it in our Discord. Please grab it live here. He's printing a really tiny version of it.
It's so cute.
Okay, let's see. So, yes. Here's Jack. Jack's on his $99 easy free printer.
It's so cute.
Yeah, we were talking about how this slicer is like very difficult to use. It's actually built in Unity, which I find really interesting. Yeah.
Why? I wonder what made them make that choice.
I love the the belt. You can see that the belt is loose. Just right on the. But it's chugging. It's going.
It's really fast.
It's not
going better than us.
Yeah,
technically.
Ours is still probing. Let's see if we can beat out Jack's easy free screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got stuck. Okay, hopefully ours is much faster this time. It looks faster.
Okay.
Then good. The acceleration is still not that great. But that's because now we have to apply the lights.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We've got 14.
14.
The 14 translates to 128%.
Damn.
So this is the other slicing tip, is if your print isn't coming out fast enough, you can boost it with the on-screen control.
There we go.
Yeah. And you'll know for next time. And I think we could go higher, but I think we need more likes in order to do that. So
that's true.
Yeah.
You could completely destroy our print right now. You have the power
That's
to do
true.
that.
Yeah, they've got the power to affect our print.
How high does it go?
I think it goes to 300%.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have room then.
We have room.
Go.
I'm actually quite impressed. It's not skimming very much at all.
Yeah, it's doing okay so far. It's been pretty fast.
I think we gotta increase it. Each like it worth 300.
Okay.
That's 14 times 3. That's 42. 42?
I trust you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Who knows? Never learned my 14 times tables. It's still kind of moving slow in my opinion. I think it's our acceleration. Let's see if I can change it while printing. Oh. The Android's actually struggling to keep up with the amount of details in that phone. So this is actually something I should mention that we worked on for a long time with Quinly. Certain posts will start to lag when you're pushing a lot of G-code through really fast. And so we actually wrote the serial communication on Quinly from scratch just to avoid that problem.
Yeah, that's pretty fair though.
Yeah.
It'd be a huge problem.
Yeah, because it would cause it can cause lumps in your print and stuff.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah. The only thing is that at some point you get limited by the 8-bit controller on here. And you can actually hit like a speed ceiling. You know what I'm wondering? I think there's a setting in Cura or an extension that simplifies meshes. And I wonder if we could use that to make it even faster.
I mean, we should try it and later.
So it's like low poly.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we allowed to use Blender? Or Mesh Mixer actually might be the best.
Sure, it's got a built-in one now.
I don't know what.
Maximum resolution.
Is that what the setting is called?
Yeah, maximum resolution, maximum deviation.
Oh. Yeah, because right now it's 0.25. Let's try this. Let me pull up Pura so everyone can see what I'm doing. Here. Because I feel like on this model, if you're doing a 0.8 millimeter, there's no reason for the resolution to be 0.25. Because that's like,
yeah.
That's like half or a third of your actual nozzle width, so it's not going to make a difference. Okay, let's do 2 millimeters and just see what it does. It says it had no effect, but like no effect on print time. Maximum deviation.
Oh, maximum deviation.
Okay, let's try 0.2. It actually made the print longer, but I wonder if it got the estimate just got less accurate. This could be a really handy thing because since our nozzle is so wide and our extrusion width is so big, it will actually smooth these out.
That's true.
You want to try this?
Sure.
It's 6:30, so we've got an hour and a half left, so we can leave an hour for the beautiful
one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
Oh, it's great. Not too bad.
It's okay. Yeah, I think that's not even the bridge. I think those are the two overhangs before the bridge. So I think we're good, actually, in terms of bridging, just not steep overhangs.
There it is.
I'm curious about this setting. I've never actually used it. It says it made the print longer, but I don't really believe that.
Yeah.
Let's turn up the speed as well now. Man, this is gonna be the weirdest profile.
Save it for later.
Okay, here we go. Where is our speed? 120. I'm just so curious now. Because these are coming out pretty well.
Yeah. This thing is not really
anything. It says it's gotten faster. Inner wall speed can also be the temperature. And then our top and bottom speed can also be increased actually. Okay. Let's see.
Only 1 minute difference? I don't believe it.
I don't believe it because everything got faster. We could just turn off retractions too. Let's try that.
Sure.
This is gonna be the stringiest print ever.
Okay, that did actually affect.
That set it up, so we'll see. Okay, just saving it. Did you get specs on the printer? Yeah, so we're running I think Marlin 2.0.3. It's got a V6 hot end for the extruder with a 0.8 millimeter nozzle. For the hot end. The extruder is the stock ender extruder, which seems to actually be able to keep up. And then we've also got the auto leveling probe set up on this. Let's see. Trying to get back to our Quinly so that I can absorb the print. Cancel. and I'll re-queue it with our faster setting
There we go.
and see what it does. We're definitely not gonna win speed.
Yeah.
We're already 30 minutes in.
Yeah, but we're experimenting. This is more fun.
That's true. Maybe we'll win on like overall speed.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce.
Sticky.
That was stuck on there quite well.
Mm. Oh, you get a vapor.
That's why the vapor
That's why you
works.
get one.
Yeah, that's why it works.
There
Yeah.
we go.
I'm always pretty impressed.
It's so light.
Hey, you got your fuzzy skin too.
Yay! That's just what I wanted.
Almost looks like this like the entire model. Oh, I can actually show it close up on the screen.
Yeah.
The entire model looks so goofy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad.
Oh, is it gonna focus? It may be disabled.
Yeah.
You turn it off.
Yeah.
You turned it off.
Just because they would mess up the.
Right. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the webcam is not the best at all.
I mean, it's also because it's black. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. I can, hold on. I can just turn it back on real quick. Just to see. Okay, let's take a look. So are you gonna be using these tips for your filming at home?
Yeah.
Reducing the resolution of the model.
And then I'll sell them. I'll be like, look at how good these are.
I can print so many of them.
Yeah, do you want a bunch of really fast?
What I really want to try is, I've seen those clips on YouTube of, I forgot his channel, where he's doing like 500mm per second frames.
Oh,
yeah, like if he had a Quinly, I can't imagine how like many parts he could.
Yeah.
Because he'd be running 24/7 and like ridiculously fast.
That'd be kind of sick to see.
Yeah, we should see if he wants to. I have to remember his channel. I know Jack knows for sure.
Yeah.
What it is.
The name.
Where's the autofocus? Oh, got it. There we go.
Is it kind of on?
Yeah. I need manual focus. Oh no, okay. There we go. Oh, this is so clear now.
Ta-da.
Not great. Oh wait.
Still visible. You put us back.
Sorry. So it's okay, but it could be faster. What's interesting is this. The bridge just has a hole in it. I haven't seen that before. Oh, I can get even closer.
Oh, there we go.
And it's interesting, I think this, because of cooling, the skin didn't actually, just started like warping outwards instead of connecting to the layers above it. Oh, but this whole thing is following me. I guess because there's no infill. And only one top layer. It's pretty flexible.
Do some ASMR.
ASMR, your prints crunching.
Yes.
What's the opposite of ASMR?
Yeah, that's.
Well, some people might like it.
At night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like.
Actual people who 3D print probably would not like that.
Anxiety and everything, I think.
Oh, it's been.
Actually, that was a pretty nice. Oh, I think that Eric has worked on this.
Let's see.
Jack said he's printed around. Oh, his acceleration is at 800. Oh no, sorry. What? What are these units? 800 to the power of 3mm per second. I think That might be acceleration with the cubes in the wrong spot.
Okay.
Jack will clarify.
880.
Or he actually learned that, and that's just insane.
Yeah. He has to write. Jack prints so fast on the easy 3, he has to write his scientific notation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one Jack can win. It can't be wobbling a little bit though.
Oh, can you do it?
Yeah, I'll pull it up again.
Put it at home.
Going faster than ours right now, so.
Yes, that is for sure. I wonder if we can beat his.
I think we could end up overtaking Jack with our new settings.
Maybe.
That would be.
Kira's estimate broke, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's just staying at 25 at this point.
Here, let's switch over to, do I have this? No? Oh, wait.
Did you close it?
I think I closed it. One second. Let me reopen it. Jack's Easy 3. Oh, I gotta find the link again. Here we go. This is. It's about halfway there. Okay, so. There we go. Interesting. The first bridge actually came out better than our first bridge.
Yeah. That's okay though. Oh, it is kind of wobbling, I think.
I wonder if that's because the model itself.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Dominic.
It looks like it's stuck.
Dominic's starting in.
Maybe we can beat Dominic.
Dominic's just starting.
I mean, he has worked with the model though, so he needs a little bit of a.
Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, Jack. We'll check in on Jack's $90 printer, printing the scale version. That is so wobbly. That's scary. I think it's the bed surface might be wobbling, or it might be the rafts are flexing. You'll get that with really tall prints.
I haven't seen that before. That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, let's cut back to our burn printing. Oh yeah, we're getting the little tree because of no refraction.
I see.
Yeah, we gotta turn up the rate.
Yeah, the light's still at 14.
Dominic's just starting at 10 now.
Okay, we're up at 142.
Okay.
Yeah. For all of you who are participating, I definitely post some pictures. We'd love to see them on the screen actually.
Yeah.
Taking a look at your prints in progress. I know a couple of you are partway through by now, so it'll be interesting to see how far behind we are.
Yeah, I kind of want to know
at
this point.
Yeah. Or if you can't post a photo, definitely what kind of printer are you using? What kind of filament?
Yes.
Or if you didn't get a chance to participate, I'd just be curious to hear what kind of settings would you have used?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Jack's already printing. Dominic is saying more cooling. I can't blow through my mask though. That would be COVID safe. Yeah, we gotta be safe. We could bring a fan in here or something.
That's true. We could use that really aggressive duster thing.
Oh yeah? The computer duster?
Yeah.
This is actually
see if it works.
Compressed air cooling. Actually, that might cause a thermal issue.
Yikes, okay.
Yeah, so we shouldn't do that. But that might be a strategy one day. Hook up your printers to the air compressor. Oh wow, this model is not... It's a bit rough.
It's okay. It's still recognizable, I'd say.
It's actually skipping an entire section of the wall on my side.
Oh.
Yeah. It's sort of hard to see. I think it will count as complete though.
I think so too.
Matters.
Yeah.
Our strings don't count as support material, right?
Those are accidental. They're just accidental. You can't get
They kind of look like because there's no retraction.
Yeah.
So I think we would never use this on Mr. Shaper, he's gonna give it a go now. Okay, we're still in the running for fastest.
Let's go. We can do it then.
People use those air canisters. Yeah, it's actually a good way of like putting thermal shock, like on PETG prints on glass. Some people use it and then just like crackles and gives you a chance of getting it off. But the thing is those air canisters also leave residue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they've got a flavorant in there to make it really bitter.
Oh, wait, why?
Because people were ingesting it.
Oh, of course they were. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack's cheating.
Having a bit of
Oh, I see. He's okay. Let's
go back to the
let's go back to Jack's.
I feel like his is more interesting than
His is like it's just hanging in the balance. Our Quinly setup is too reliable. Okay, let's see if we can get Jack's screen back up.
Oh, it's getting pushed everything.
flexible.
I mean, I guess that's good. It's not getting pushed over at this point, so that's impressive.
I think it's there we go. Manual support. This is this is scary.
Extreme 3D printing.
Extreme 3D printing. This is like this is like the least automated version of 3D printing that you could have. Like watching it print and manually holding the print in place while it goes.
That's so true.
Yeah, I'm happy that I don't have to do that anymore.
Oh wow, ours is looking beautiful, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, you think we could go for beauty?
Oh.
Let me click back here. Oh, where's ours? There's ours. Oh man.
I feel like this angle shows it more clearly. That makes it look kind of not that bad. But.
Yeah, this is the screen has a very flattering angle. Pamela pinged me on Facebook asking for more speed. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want us to increase the feed rate, it's completely based off of the likes on the screen.
Yeah.
We
have 15 now.
1 like equals 3%.
There we go.
So 15 will go at 145.
I think we are hitting the new acceleration limit too.
That would make sense, I feel.
I'm curious.
Going well.
We'll never know until unless the like number goes up.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good incentive.
I think so too, especially for this print.
Yeah,
people should get in on it like before it ends.
Should we start looking at slicing
the new one
for beautifulness?
Yes, I want to know this.
Okay.
Make beautiful.
Okay, let me see. Right. Because why don't you explain why nice looking prints would matter so much in your case?
I mean, you guys got me thinking about selling stuff now. I gotta learn how to actually make them nice so people want to buy them. Because otherwise, it's a little bit embarrassing if I sell something like that. But if I learn how to slice nicely, then maybe it'll be more successful.
Yeah, and you can do a lot of things to increase the quality that doesn't affect like your speed too much.
That's good.
So we can look at that as well. Since an hour for this sprint is still like pretty quick, to be honest.
That's true.
So yeah, I guess we can just go through from the top, and I'll just save this profile
for future use.
Really fast. in case we do any other speed challenges in
Yeah.
the future.
That's a good
Okay. So I think for the beauty profile, I'm gonna start from pure as default again, and just make a new profile, because we changed so many settings that,
You don't wanna forget that.
yeah. Oh, the easy freed slicer, the best setting is called nice. So we'll call this our nice profile.
Okay.
So those of you switching from easy freed slicer to Kira, you can use a nice profile.
There we go.
Cool. Okay. So, the first thing people usually complain about with 3D prints, is the layer lines. And actually, a lot of us like the layer lines, but they have to be nice and actually aligned and stuff.
Not like that.
Not like our past profile. So I think even at 0.2, you can get pretty nice looking models. It depends on what you're doing.
That's fair.
If you're doing miniatures, we would probably want to go less. The we slice for miniature. Actually,
I mean,
we have an hour.
I think it's a bit big to say it's a miniature one.
Yeah, okay. So,
but it's good to know that.
Yeah, we'll do 0.2, and then first layer can be a bit taller.
Okay.
You can actually get really nice prints with the 0.8.
Oh, okay.
So we'll
that's fair.
And because we don't have time to change it, so we'll leave the 0.8. 2 walls is always good. Yeah, you don't really need to change that unless you need strength.
That's fair.
But usually, yeah, you'll have one wall to close out the infill, and then you'll have the outer wall that you print really slow to make it more beautiful.
There we go. That's all we want for this one.
Stuff like wipe distance is hard to guess. That you have to do calibration models for. But considering that when we had retraction on, we weren't getting that much stringing, I don't think we need it.
That's true.
Oh man. This is looking weird.
It still looks like a double helix though.
Yeah. It looks like the acceleration dropped again though, which is weird for me.
I guess.
It might be acceleration while printing is slow or something.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway. Well, okay, so this is 2 hours and 29 minutes, which is really long. So we want to reduce that, obviously.
Yeah.
Pura's default, even for draft, is actually quite slow.
Is there a reason for that, or they
just so they
play it safe?
For those, for people who just want to pick a profile and get a, good-looking print, they'll be able to do it, but there's a lot of stuff that could be optimized. You want to make sure, if you want really nice top surfaces, you want to make sure you have at least 3 top surface layers. Infill for beauty is actually not really necessary, only for top layers. So we can do that trick with the infill steps.
Okay.
So probably want 25% at the top. Just to support them, because otherwise if you have not in this model, but in other models, if you have expanses of flat top,
yeah, that makes sense.
They need to be supported somehow.
Oh yeah.
Lines is also a fast way of doing info, because you can see they fill space quite well.
Okay.
So this is 25%, and the way it works is it actually does a different line direction each layer. Wait, this is so strange. Why does
faster? That's the saying faster.
Faster?
Yeah, there's someone who cannot sign into YouTube, but they want to leave a like anyway. So,
in spirit.
You have to add one extra. So it's at 19 right now?
Oh wait, we didn't count a bunch of stuff.
We checked, it was at 15 last week, so at 19.
So we need 20?
So no, 20 though, because 1 in spirit, so Pamela.
Okay, 1 in time lapse.
There
so
we
it's at
go.
160% now. So I think we are hitting the acceleration
Yeah, I don't really
limit.
see much of a difference.
This is interesting. I've never seen Kira do this. Generally, when you do infill as lines, it will alternate like one direction and the other direction, but this time it's actually like it's doing one direction for a couple layers and then the other direction for a couple layers. Oh, never mind. Kira is just trolling. When I'm trying to go up by one layer, it goes up by two. Yeah, that's why. Kira's just pranking me. If I do extend it, okay, yeah. So it does, it's like print cross in each layer. And if you want, you can make it just straight up lines as well. I did that for a model to create reinforcement. You can do that by specifying the direction. So if you do like 90, 180, it basically does lines forward one way and then backwards the other.
That's cool.
And then, but when they come out, they stack. Yeah, it's pretty. I found it. Yeah, it's pretty good for like directional reinforcement.
That's fair.
Now let me figure out why it didn't slice it the way I wanted it to. Oh, maybe it does. I just need to make sure it's the right form. That's weird. Maybe you have to do a 45. That seems fine though. Let's see. No, this is correct. Oh, sorry, it should be 0 and 180. Sorry. 0, 180.
There we go.
Trig. I forgot the angle. Yeah, I forgot the angle.
That's okay.
I was actually, in measuring it in tau radians, so everything was double. Yeah, you can do like this really cool stripe info, which is good sometimes for directional reinforcement, but not always. Like this info line direction is really cool setting for photos. Yeah. We'll just leave it like that, it doesn't matter. For this model, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because really you actually need 0. The only place I could see us needing info is these middle areas because, well actually we don't because we have extra top and bottom layers. So really like no infill is still required even for this. But basically like all that people see in a model is the walls. So if you don't need any sort of structure, you can try to minimize infill wherever possible. So what I might do, just to make this one look really nice, is if we had more time, I would add a third wall, but we don't, so it's not really.
Okay.
Yeah. Printing colder always makes the model look nicer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that why this happened?
Yes. This is a combination of printing really hot
and
fast. But like, yeah, if you print colder, the filament won't like, there's less tendency for it to warp or like sag. Like, this is so hot that literally the walls are like sagging away from the print and they're not attaching to one another, which is pretty crazy, honestly. Yeah, it's a cool look. So we could probably lower this to, I think 200 is fine for PLA. But like, yeah, on production will frequently go like 230, 235 for PLA. On an ender, you could safely do outer walls at like 40. 4,000. 40.
Easily.
Yeah. And then for top and bottom speed, like on the vapor surface, the bottom speed doesn't really matter because you get the glassy look. And it depends on your print surface. It's more like what sticks. So yeah, we could increase this to like 30, I think. Yeah, I don't know, like, there's not too much else I would adjust, honestly, in
You gotta
terms of
get rid of
saving
the
time.
skirt.
Oh yeah, we gotta get rid of this skirt.
That's it.
But like, in terms of saving time, like, skirts default they're okay, and then you can just bump up all the speeds pretty much.
Okay, that's fair.
Where's our info speed? Am I blind? What?
Is it not in speed? Maybe it's in info.
The search is so slow.
You need those extra seconds here.
Where? Oh, because because we set the info.
Oh yeah. Big brain moves.
Big brain, yeah. That would make sense. There's no way to set that speed.
That's fair. Oh my god.
It just does this every time. But we can set the inner wall speed much faster.
Okay.
Oh, we put up one lights, but I won't
Not
speed a
one
little bit.
3 more %.
Yeah.
Let me see. What else did we change? Oh, right. Inner wall speed can be much faster.
Okay.
65. It's still gonna be pretty slow because this is a tall model, and layers, like, are one of the largest contributors to this. The other thing that you might want to consider is, like, where the seams are. So right now it's putting all the seams, like, kind of on the outside where they're most visible.
Yeah.
So we might want to look at that and change that. So that's here. Okay, so Kira has automatically defined it to, like, the back of the print.
Oh, okay.
So you can see how from this view you don't see any of them, but from this view you see them all. I would maybe just put it in the middle for this model, because you don't really see the inside that much. So what's the middle of the under effect? It's 235. Divided by 2 is 17. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what this says.
Just an update, Jack's model seems to have like recovered, and now it's doing pretty well again.
Oh, really?
It's still wobbling, but it's going nice.
Yeah, he seems to just have stuff pretty good, pretty bad. It's just not.
Shout out to Annalise for liking. Oh my god, stream salvage. Okay, so do you see what happened here?
That's cool.
Yeah, all the seams are now, like, as close to the center as possible. It kind of did what I was hoping for it to do, but at least they're all, like, lined up, so it'll kind of look like part of the model now. Okay, so we have to shave off an hour from this print still. So that's going to be interesting. That one's pretty close to the infinity. How else do we reduce the time other than make it faster? Because we kind of, for quality reasons, we do need too long.
He's done this stuff. I saw his.
It's
very nice.
Oh yeah, did he do a really nice one?
Yeah, he's got the clear one over there. The clear one.
Oh, Dominic
not
left
yours.
the print here.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh yeah, this is.
Except it's slightly cracked.
Let me show it on the screen. This is one, I guess, that Dominic printed while he was at the office.
Yeah, that was his best one. It turned out very nice.
For mine?
A nice one, or?
Printed in clear PLA.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh. How come ours is so
What?
so much more?
Ow. These layers are crazy.
There are 1 millimeter layers.
Oh, that makes sense. Was that done on this printer?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, no.
He
Oh,
kept the good one for himself.
that's crazy.
Like,
Just
Hold up last white.
press it. There you go.
They're beautiful.
This is, yeah. So this is a time to beat, I guess.
Yeah, I
I
think
had an unfair advantage. I came up with a model.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is my 10th attempt at it.
But this is like oh, this is your 10th attempt?
Yeah, my first one was about 40 minutes.
Okay, so this one is
Oh,
15
it's catchy.
minutes. Oh, ours is wobbling too now. We can join Jack in the wobbly department.
It's fine.
Luckily, the adhesion is
Yeah.
not going to allow it to snap off.
Let's talk about his best one, Dominic.
Dominic, the latecomer.
I mean, yeah, but look how nice it was.
That's true. But can he print it in the required time? That's the real
That is
question.
the issue. I don't know how long this one took.
Oh, Shapers is clear as well. So that's gonna be interesting. We can
Do that.
interesting. We'll be able to compare his and Dominic.
Yeah.
Dominic's has some nice red on the bottom.
I know.
There's a bit of red like filament left over.
That's extra beautiful points. What do you mean?
So
It's
these
two
are like
different colors.
these are like the benchmarks we'll be voting against. I guess.
There
Okay.
we go.
This should be interesting. But then we should also keep in mind these aren't their first attempts either.
I guess that. That's. I mean, I don't know for Dominic's. I feel like that might have been his first attempt, but it just might have taken a while.
Yeah. Dominic, do you know the time on this one?
Yeah. Give us some tips.
Dominic's silent. I guess waiting for the stream delay. I'll go back to our Kira so we can finish it up in
Okay.
time. So, 1 hour 23.
Still much better.
Oh, right, we gotta increase the acceleration again.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why Kira's default is so low.
It is kind of odd. Let's do so.
I think I think you could do, yeah, 3,000 is not like that huge of a deal. Especially when you're printing slower, like,
Yeah.
it should be fine. And then we might want to also turn up jerk. So jerk is like different slices implemented differently, so it's kind of difficult to
Explain.
say. It's like it's not actually like jerk is supposed to be the fourth derivative
Oh, I know what
of
you. Yeah.
position. Like it's supposed to be acceleration per second, but the way it's implemented in 3D printing is it's just like what is the instant speed that you can start moving your hot end at? So it's not like your acceleration rate. It's like if your jerk is set to 8 millimeters per second, it will send a signal to the motors 8 millimeters per second instantly instead of accelerating up to 8 millimeters
That
per
makes
second.
sense.
Yeah, so it's like misnamed, but it kind of makes sense. It's more, it should be like, what is the minimum or maximum instant velocity of the hot end? If that makes sense.
I'm not sure if that will clarify things
Yeah.
to people, but
It's
yeah.
like, it's like, if the nozzle speed is under this amount, oh, we finished.
How long is that?
I wasn't keeping track.
David!
What did the Kira say?
Well, we can,
Trust
our time is 7:06, but
We have the screen.
that's true. We can just rewind on the screen and see how long it is. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, Yeah, this is an interesting. This is like good for those printers that have like that can do crazy speeds.
That's nice.
If you set this too high, your nozzle will like bounce around and stuff because it'll instead of winding up to 8 millimeters per second, it just starts at 8 millimeters per second.
Yikes.
Yeah, I guess I've never tried increasing it. We can try for this. See if it even makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh,
It made a 10 minutes.
that's pretty good.
That's fine.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. We'll see. You know what it will do? If you have a lot of corners on your model, it'll make them more round.
Oh.
Because I think, I don't know how Kira does it, but like, because you are changing your velocity, if it changes too quickly, it might like, your corner might fly out and come down. It made a decent difference though. Okay, let's do it up.
So the print was 28 minutes.
Oh wow. Kira predicted.
I guess so. I guess we should try.
We should test it. Then how do we make it slower by increasing the speed? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? That is a mystery. That is why you have to mess around with your slicer to optimize parts. Because it probably comes down to like one setting that we forgot.
True.
And in a production environment, like with all the Quinlys running, like let's say you had 9.
Yeah.
And you're doing like 1,000 parts, that is gonna make a massive difference.
It's so true.
Like, yeah, even, when we were printing headbands, we did, I think it was, we did 900, in 1,000 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, 930. But through the process of refining the original model, we got the original print time down to like an hour and a half to, I think it was, 75 minutes to like 35 minutes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and then multiply that by 1,000. It's like, it's literally weeks worth of time saved.
For sure.
And it was just by like remodeling.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder, Steven, give us some thoughts on how to reduce this beautiful print time.
Oh, okay. Well, you can probably print with your layer height.
It's 3.
Oh, pretty good. You probably don't need 2 walls, but
I'm worried the parts in the middle aren't gonna look that great without 2 walls.
well, how many top layers and bottom layers are you using?
That's a good question.
That could also be walls.
Yeah, there are too many. Okay, we only need 1 of each for this. Because the tops are rounded.
Yeah.
They'll effectively end up with.
Oh, I got medium and medium bigger now. We just got that.
Okay.
He's gonna do a late start.
Okay.
Late start.
Okay.
He's got 15 minutes. We've got 15 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, and
might not hit
question from Clipsod. Does stringing count as supports?
I actually asked that earlier, because our stringing is pretty extreme. I don't think it should count.
No. Doesn't count.
It doesn't count because it happened to us.
Yeah. If your support is off in the slicer, I think that's good enough. Yeah, no. I guess we could do really, really fat layers and just do it slower.
That's fair. I mean, I will still pretty
Doesn't call me a twisted person for making it smaller.
I mean, yeah. But it can come out nice. Here's Dominic's nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a fast one.
Here, let me see.
This is a really good optimal.
Oh, that one is pretty good. Just a little bit
of
of
30 minutes.
Really? Ours is 30 minutes, and it's way worse.
I've got my retraction for 20.
Wow.
Retraction speed is down 20.
Let's see.
Here, I'll show you guys on screen.
Actually, you guys, I think retraction is down 20. I think that's the retraction.
A comparison of Steven's 30-minute one and our 28-minute one. This is first try. Is this
It was not my first try.
not first try? Fifth try. Okay.
Not too
So
bad.
that's important too in 3D printing. A little bit of iteration
Yes.
can definitely help quite a lot. I guess what would have been cool too to try is pre-slicing a bunch of different settings and then just queuing them all up on Quinly and then just picking out which one is the best. Because then you don't have to inspect each one, but also it is a bit of like a scattershot approach. So it's
you kind of have to see which one falls off, otherwise they're all going to be mixed together and you won't know which one.
Okay, let's try like a you said 20 for the refraction speed?
Yeah.
I had it at 3. 3.5. That's what we'll be doing? Yeah. What's so nice about having the Quinly is you only have to worry about like slicing now. I don't have to think about actually prepping the printer or anything.
Very true.
Even though some people might not find slicing that fun. There's a lot of optimization there.
That's it.
And every minute you save gets multiplied because you've got the automated machine that can run all day. Let's see. We're getting down maybe 3.2 there, right? Like, I don't know how to reduce it without making it worse.
Oh, that's
3.5, 3.5.
Okay,
that's 1 hour, 3 minutes. And then we gotta change the refraction, right? So 3 millimeters. You slowed it down to 20 millimeters per second?
Refraction?
Yeah.
I think even 30 millimeters.
Okay, 20 millimeters. Okay. I'll speed it up. Most of these settings are not consequential to this particular print. Prints that are nice and round, like, tend to fare better. When you have things like corners, the round nozzle dealing with corners actually becomes its own like beast. Especially internal corners, if you have like a sharp internal corner, you can almost it's very difficult to get them perfect. You have to tune acceleration, flow rate, the flow compensation. What is it? Let's see that. No.
Whoa.
Now it looks like real DNA.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, we should. If you guys are currently printing, post updates, either links to photos or here in the chat or in the Discord, and we'll open them up on screen. Okay, I cannot visualize this. That is bizarre.
Then flip color when you get the school and stay upward. In 35 minutes to get the file unloaded and
Oh my.
There. Just a tad.
Yeah. They're bringing it over one line at a time. We could go for like a really nice, really thick layer print.
Yeah, that might be the way to go at this point.
Let's try 0.4.
This is an update, Jack. We beat Jack.
We did beat Jack.
Even though we started halfway, restarted halfway.
We restarted twice, actually.
Right.
It's true.
Okay, let's give this a shot.
Yeah.
And I also want to reduce the minimum airtime. Because if your cooling is good, you can almost disregard it.
Oh, that's what it's for. Then.
It's so that the plastic can cool.
Yeah.
But that can sometimes be a problem because when the previous layer is still warm, you get much better binding.
Yeah.
So for mechanical parts, like this setting will really screw you. Oh, what? 27 minutes. Should we try?
Oh, let's go.
Should we just try
We
this?
can actually get it in before.
Wait, how? Okay, I'm not.
Wait, what if our most beautiful is
Also the most fast?
That
That'd
would
be
be
interesting.
ideal.
That'd be.
I'll remember these settings forever then.
Yeah, I'll save it to our nice profile.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head over to Quinly.
It doesn't seem to look like a real DNA. It's so many strange photographs.
Our first attempt looks like that as well here.
Maybe we should have a calendar where it's a real
Most realistic. I like that.
That real DNA.
Exactly. I have high hopes of this.
Do we wait for the reset or for the cheat? Cheat?
Cheating as well.
Oh, okay.
This pains the tail.
Oh,
it's close enough.
That came out easy.
Oh, it's already at 34.
It's at 34, which is most of the way there.
Yeah.
29, the magic number, is like for all models. Like I'll show an example later.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
Well, Dominic's updates is not looking good.
No.
Wait, yours is so beautiful before.
Yeah, what happened? How long?
He's trying to walk faster.
Oh. Did he ever say how long this one took?
The beautiful? No, I don't think so.
He said,
Hour and a half? That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's really good. Because this looks like 0.3 something layers. Maybe thicker. It's crap.
I know, someone broke it.
Oh, that reminds me of such a funny story.
And?
Let me finish my thought
Okay.
before. That 29-degree release temperatures for models like this that are really huge and really flat.
Yeah.
And that's actually something a lot of people have asked us to add as a feature is to be able to set release temperatures for models. Yeah, so that's going to be added because things like this don't need to be at 29. Often tall parts, just the leverage, cause them to come up on their own.
I remember that happening.
Yeah. See, this side kind of looks around.
Yes, that happened to me when I was trying to film it.
Oh, and you
That was
missed
the exact piece. It fell off at 34 degrees and I was so sad.
Yeah. It works too well.
It did, and I didn't get a nice video of it.
I think I have a video of it printing fully sideways on my phone.
Ooh.
That's all happening about the art welder. Did you use it?
I know of it. It is a really cool program, but I've never had a chance to try it out.
Yeah, I've never used it either. It does seem quite cool.
Yeah.
It turns curves from line segments that are connected to each other into actual circles.
Ooh.
But you need to enable the circle tool in the terminal. Or at least you can't have disable it.
Yeah.
Because it's usually useless.
I think it's the G2s?
Or 2 and D3 for clockwise and counterclockwise.
Yeah. I don't think that's enabled by default. But I'm not sure about the latest Marlin. But yeah, that could save also a lot of time because even on SD cards, Arduino can only read so fast. So if you've got a model that's all curvy and stuff, it'll actually speed up, or it'll raise your time.
That's
your
fair.
speed seal.
So if we had arc welding, we didn't need to use the resolution.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah. The file probably would have been tiny as well. So that's something to look at for, that'd actually be something to look at. That'd be worth testing on this. Maybe if we release a video on it
Oh yeah.
afterwards, that'd be pretty cool. See what it does. See if we end up with something like this.
That'd be really sad.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'll do a face stuff.
Oh yeah.
This
See all them strings.
What was it? 28 minutes.
Yeah. Right. I think so.
Steven's gone.
He's thinking.
Oh, you're asking?
Yeah, 28 minutes, right?
20 minutes for the first one.
Yeah, not great.
Beautiful string.
Considering that this one that Steven did
50?
was
30.
that one was 30.
The other one was 13.
And then this one that Steven also did, 10th iteration, was only 13 minutes. But these don't qualify, because,
He had too many tries.
he had to make tries. Yeah, he picked
Not
up
fair.
the challenge model for tonight. There we go. Ooh, we've got half an hour left.
We got some new shots, 3D print rocket. We'll be firing up the printer right now. Another.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
A little late, but no, still a lot of time. You do it in half an hour or less.
Yeah, I mean, if Steven got this one in 13 minutes,
Yeah.
he definitely got enough time.
There we go.
But I think even afterwards, it'd be worth,
Yeah, still go with after.
yeah. Make sure if you have, finished your first prints, make sure to, post them online and tag us so that way we can collect all the entries and put them into a file.
Yeah.
That's gonna be, I'm so curious to see how other people did compared to ours.
Me too.
Ours is not great.
I mean, we tried our best.
Disabling the retraction. It saved a little bit of time, but also
It gave it a unique look.
it did. I think something went on with our acceleration too.
That's okay.
There should be.
Oh, what happened there?
Oh, it just didn't prime all the way because there's no square.
Oh.
Yeah. It should be fine though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
No one will look at this little piece.
Well, there's more than one bottom layer, I think, so it
That's
should be
true.
fine.
What's asking for bonus points? Only not one like.
Oh my god. That is.
It's still up though, so I think that is kind of a thing. So you do need bonus points.
Yeah.
I want a picture of it though. I see it.
Yeah, you have to send us a photo of the one-legged DNA strand.
Yeah.
No one's playing the most spectacular thing.
Really?
I think that comes at the end.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, but we need to know.
Yeah.
No one says that it's fair.
I want to see it.
I mean, we've got
Yeah, but that's
It's not very
sad. That doesn't
spectacular.
really.
more like most disappointing.
Yeah, most disappointing that we win.
Yeah. We've got the.
It's gone.
I wonder if we should just put these on the 1,000-hour test
That'd be cool.
and see.
See how well it does.
Yeah.
Can we get a beautiful one?
Yeah. 3D print locker. It'd be cool to know what printer you're using.
Yeah.
Like, Flipside's gonna post while it's still printing. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the one-legged.
I want to see how detached it is.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's important to bonus points.
One thing to know, like, too, with the different bed surfaces, like, your first layer temperature is actually really important, too. Like, for the vapor beds, you actually want the pretty hot first layer for PLA. At least, like, 200 is fine, but if you can do a first layer that's just like 230,
Yeah.
and then drop it immediately for the rest, you'll get really crazy
Ooh.
good.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that might have been. I mean, it's good enough that this model will do just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that if we were doing something more challenging, that might have been something for the future. So far, we've had no bed adhesion issues.
Yes.
So that's good.
It's good for a bed adhesion challenge.
Yeah.
There we go.
It is. This one's looking far better.
Yes.
And moving the seams to the inside, I think, was a good call.
Yeah. I think it'll make it definitely look more beautiful.
Yeah. The only thing is, it looks like it's not getting enough cooling. These extrusion lines are so thick. It's set to 1 millimeter width. That's crazy. And the black PLA, because it doesn't cool as quickly, it's having trouble cooling. I wonder if we'll see layers stick.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Wow, this is interesting.
Got medium man both different photos.
Oh, I see.
The bottom of the top.
The dog, okay.
It's early beginnings on the spring.
This is great. I'm still in the field.
Garrett says he does that too. First layer 235 of PLA and drop down to 210. Yeah. That'll make it stick. Yeah.
That's good to know.
That's good
I
to
will
know.
keep that in mind.
Yeah. For the vapor print beds, that's I do 230 usually, sometimes higher, but 230 tends to be good enough. And then, yeah, some people on our Discord might have seen, like, you can flip the printer sometimes.
Oh my God.
The video they saw was a different thing. That's a work in progress. Which we stay tuned. We might talk about later in the stream about a product that's a new product. Ooh. So stay tuned for that, I guess. Yeah, no, that's gonna be super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack doesn't fail.
There we go.
Jack has a fail.
He hasn't.
Oh, he hasn't failed. Oh my goodness.
He's still going.
We beat him though. We managed to beat him. Even Jack, how much did you scale down your model? Okay, let's see what's going on. Ooh, our camera's a little bit laggy. We're good. Okay. So what should we talk about? While we wait for this.
We need to see the person's,
Oh yeah, is that linked to me somewhere?
Yeah, it's on the dock.
Bottom of the dock.
Yeah.
Okay, Media Man's print in progress.
Ooh, I like the colors.
I do like the color. Let me
It's like a 3D
make sure that
like
people
the
can-
exact color on it.
Yeah, he did pick. I think it's the Fuchsia orange.
It looks so nice.
It does look nice. He's getting a bit of stringing though, like we did. But his layers look far cleaner than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is really crunchy.
That's okay.
I
I didn't even notice the size. Look at this.
Yeah. I think that was an interesting thing. Like, I think reducing the resolution of the mesh, or like the details, caused issues with actually like completing each layer. It's just kind of crazy.
I mean,
it's still pretty strong, I think, because we printed it so hot.
Yeah, it's gonna melt.
But it's like molten. Alright, let's take a look at Jack's as well. It's super wobbly. Oh, it's getting calm now.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. But it's so wobbly.
I like it.
No, we're buffering.
Why is it stuck? That is exactly what I want to know.
Good question. I want to see the wobble.
No, but it's just stationary. Definitely.
Jack, can you tell where it's wobbling from? Is it the model itself flexing, or is it the plate? Yeah. Holy
It's
cow.
so aggressive.
Yeah. I noticed there's also a raft on this one, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder how it would go without it.
yeah, I don't know.
I think we'll give Jack a pass.
Baby
$90. Yeah,
Yeah.
90. I think it's Easy 3 is a $99 machine. Which Jack is planning to upgrade it a lot though.
Well, that'd be kind of cool.
He's trying to, he said he might put a dies.
Oh my god.
It should be amazing. But I know he's going to be replacing the motors.
Well, that'd be kind of a cool project.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Like if he can turn this into a really, really big printer,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, now we know how to like. Oh, ours is actually coming out pretty well. Although I do think it's skipped a little bit.
Slightly, yes. I mean, better than the last. And it's gonna be pretty fast.
It is also single wall, which is almost never recommended. It's $88. Oh, so the Easy 3D or Easy 3 draft cannot even be removed because of the slicer.
That's so odd.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you want me to send you the official link of upgrade? Yeah, I'd be curious to see. I guess he's on a delay, so can't do it.
Oh,
YouTube, yeah. I'm excited. I think some people should be finishing up by now.
Yeah, I want to see more.
I want to see more DNAs.
Yes.
DNAs in progress.
Beautiful DNAs. Fast DNAs.
Failed DNAs.
Failed DNAs.
What is the model called? Oh, beyond just
DNA.
Yeah.
Well, support free DNA helix.
Support free DNA helix.
Very to the point.
Yeah. Let me go to the original the model as well, because we need to give him credit for this.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Oh, they made it look so pretty.
I think because it's a render.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. This is the original, which had a much easier base plate.
Yeah.
I top off the base plate for you guys.
Yeah.
To make it a bit
You're
more
welcome.
Oh,
Wow. Nice.
Updates.
Let me see.
I'm excited to hear what kind of updates. From Pizza. His model is up.
Let me see it.
We have a new convert.
Ooh.
Who is the new convert?
Very ominous.
Matt, check Discord. I sent you Google Doc.
Okay.
Oh no!
No!
Jack's model. Emergency. Jack's model has popped off the plate. Wait.
It's butter.
Wait. Did it come off?
Are you sure?
Or is he trolling us?
Maybe you just wanted us to go back to the video.
Maybe.
That's the big thing, buddy.
That looks fine to me.
Or are we just continuously buffering?
Maybe we're delayed.
Could you stop evolving just one frame per second start to go?
Yeah, it could just be
I
balanced.
can't even see the bottom.
There's no, it didn't pop off the plate.
You're a liar.
Oh. Wait, did it pop off the plate?
I don't see.
Is it actually detached?
Looks like one-legged DNA is so good.
Oh, I said I'm mad you removed the base. Oh, I got it.
Oh.
Understood. That makes more sense.
That does make sense.
Okay, let me
It's a bit
pull up
smooth brain.
Jack sent me a Google Doc of all the upgrades he plans to do for his Easy 3.
You need access. Oh, I see. Add another.
I just requested access to the Google Doc. Kevin sent his to general. Okay, let's take a look. What is going on with John? We got Medium Man.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, he's got 2. Okay, so Blitzho's got 2 attempts.
Ooh.
So I'm just pulling them up.
Oh, I like that one.
This is pretty incredible, actually. How did this happen?
I feel like this is what happened.
This might be like the most,
Go for this.
because it shows like a print fill, but it also shows how good the adhesion on the
It's
paper
just up
bed is.
still.
Like, this is so bizarre. Like, how did this even happen?
I really want this to get all the way.
I think this is definitely gonna, like, one of the forerunners for spectacular fail. Like, this is crazy.
Cool. We need more angle.
I'm so curious what happened here. It seems like it just somehow detached, but it kept going.
Yeah. Very confusing.
Oh, probably, look how it doesn't, around the bottom, it doesn't have the full outer layer. That's the lack of skirt.
I see.
That must not have, like, extruded enough to start right away.
There. Sounds pretty good.
And then I think this is the first attempt. This reminds me of ours.
Yeah. I like it in the clear, though. It looks kind of...
It looks cooler.
Spicier. Yeah.
It definitely looks a lot like ours, though.
Relatable.
Ours is really similar. Oh, Jack just gave us permission to the, to his Google Doc. All the upgrades slated for the EC3. Why somebody would want to invest so much into the EC3, I don't know.
What's the name of the dog?
A B6 Dragon Modem, okay. Replacing all the motors. Interesting. The Sticky Stick 9000. We might be talking about what that actually means a bit later. PL Touch Pro 25x25 to get every nanometer of the bed probe.
Yeah.
The bed is only 10 centimeters. So that's ridiculous. Then an enclosure, of course. Because this is a high temp printer. He's going to be printing peak on this thing. Let me just remind everyone the printer we're talking about. This one.
Cute.
This one.
We have beast later, though.
Carbon fiber, because then you wait added support bracket. Oh, this would be a really ridiculous but cool upgrade. I would love to see this. Machine all the parts of metal. This makes sense because we saw earlier, like, the x-axis was completely loose. Clipper, gotta add clippers on an SPR board just to really make the most of the easy freed slicer. And then, of course, the mosaic palette, for multicolor. So you can print your 10 by 10 by 10 prints in any color.
Just like you want. Oh my god, the price, though.
Yeah, $1,400. The Voron 4, I'm curious how you will convert this printer to a 4XY. I don't think you can even call it an easy freed at that point. It's completely different. But, yeah. So the total cost is $1,400. That is gonna be quite the upgrade to an $80 3D printer. That's impressive. And then you'll have to show us your 500 millimeter per second DNA prints on the next print along. Although it will be a different model.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh yeah?
He's going at 170 millimeters per second with that feet.
That is very impressive. Oh, and he's doing a crazy low layer height too.
Yeah, it looks kind of nice with the strings.
170 millimeters per second. And he's printing it on a Prusa, looks like. I can't tell which one. What layer height are you using, Medium Man? That's pretty fast, and it's a low layer height. I wonder if it'll be finished in time. I think it might actually. Because this was printed in. Oh, here. Oh, we've got a video. That's cool. Oh, and he's doing infill too.
I like it at the strings actually.
It is kind of cool.
It's like not like ours.
Our strings are different. These ones are actually consistent.
Yeah.
The layer height is kind of really low.
Yeah.
He's going for highest speed and most beautiful print.
Yeah, I could see this being one of the most beautiful.
I wonder if there are any projects. I know they're like the line heads that you can use, but I wonder if there are any other projects that use like deliberate stringing as an effect.
That'd be kind of cool. I never really thought about using it.
Jackson SLA.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a very small picture. We've made a better one.
Okay. That would be. That's maybe cheating.
Cool.
Very small.
Oh, I see. It's not the picture is. Yeah.
Oh my!
It's tiny.
I didn't even know that was.
I think it breaks the rules for support material, though.
I mean, it has to. Technically, I guess.
This is awesome.
Yeah. This is cool.
Which what SLA printer is this, Jack? Be curious to know. Ours is about halfway done.
It's good. It's doing its little wiggly thing.
So I'm gonna do it now. Dab. We got a dab from Steph Sharp.
I like it.
So we do our like challenge again.
Oh,
we've got 22.
Yes. We have so many more.
We've got to, yeah.
I'm doing it times 3 still.
Yeah, I guess you're going to.
For a beautiful print. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They count for more if you subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yes. Every like is 3% speed increase. Uh-oh. This might be too fast for me. I had to think about it for a second. And every subscribe is a 4%.
Only 4?
The 8-bit board can't do this many instructions. It's
fine, only 4.
We should next time. That's such a good idea. We should look at that curve tool, because then the 8-bit board will be able to handle that.
That's true.
But I don't know if Marlin for 8-bit even has the space to fit it.
Guess we'd have to see.
Yeah, you can see it's actually starting to struggle with it.
Okay, you can do it just for a little bit.
I'm actually going to lower the extrusion temperature because I'm seeing a bit of warping.
Ooh, okay. That's fair.
Not warping on the bed, but warping on each layer. It's actually lifting on the overhead. Over time, once I build my own boron and such, it's going to be good. 23 likes. 169. 23 likes.
Perfect.
Going fast now.
I wonder how long this print is going to take us. If it's faster than our ugly one, I'm going to be impressed.
We started at 7:10, I think. So it's slower for sure.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty good. I thought it would be.
It looks better. It does still look really chunky though.
Yeah.
I wonder if the cooling on this printer is not super ideal.
Could.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on in general.
Okay.
0.3 millimeter layers.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting. Medium ends does not look like 0.3. I guess because it's so clean.
Yeah. Ooh, yay. I like it.
We've got an update from Flipsaw on the one-legged DNA helix.
It's looking good.
It's actually good other than the one leg. Like, this is so impressive.
This is actually
We
great.
should use this as to show the vapor bed adhesion capability. Like, this print, Flipsaw was so confident in this print that he
didn't even cancel it.
Yeah, he just decided to remove one of the legs.
It wasn't challenging enough for them.
Yeah. Yeah, the adhesion challenge was not challenging enough. This is cool.
I like it.
Oh man. This is fascinating. Like, this is gonna be interesting.
Take some high quality pictures for us.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Jack's just submitted a whole bunch of photos.
Wow.
Wait a minute. He's trolling us.
It's a lie.
So here is his easy read. Helix complete. It actually doesn't look too bad.
The fact that it was printed on a
90.
like a printer.
She puts the right word.
I was saying that.
And then this is posted by Dominic from the back of his Quinly printer with the chair ready to catch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you see all the video?
What
did he
video?
send the video?
There's a video on Facebook stuff again.
Oh, send me the link.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
Has not been tested.
Dominic got a fail.
But it's a very cool video.
Oh. You have to sign in.
No, it should be fine. There's last pass on here. Oh my god. How did that even happen? Oh wait, what the heck is this doing me out? Wait, this might be in the running for most spectacular thing. That is amazing.
I like it.
Wait, hold on. I want to. Yeah. That is disastrous. I love it. This is.
I like the
You know why? It's because he used a skirt.
Yeah. That made it worse.
Yeah, it broke the rule. No skirt. How did this happen? The hot end looks like it's not extruding either. Like,
yeah.
It's like it almost cooled
We
off.
need an explanation.
This is so confusing. Alright, let's see what else we've got. I think we've looked at all of these.
Yeah, we just didn't know the ones for okay.
This is pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
Ooh.
While we wait for everyone's prints to finish, we are gonna.
Special surprise.
Yeah, we do have a bit of a special surprise that we want to tease. We're not gonna say too much, but all of you guys who are here on the stream, we gotta keep it close. We'll get a sneak preview of one of our. Oh yeah, I'll take it. A sneak preview of one of the products we've been working on for a while. Should we say the name, or should we just say?
You should say the name. The sticky whatever.
Sticky
9000.
Yeah. That was a internal code name for this product, but it's not a Quinly vapor bed. I'll say that. And we're planning to announce these in multiple sizes at 2 streams from now. So here you go. Should we demonstrate the release? Why not? Yeah, why not? Might as well. So like, here it is. That was the release.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's pretty much.
That's what it's supposed to do.
And I think the key thing to keep in mind is, yeah, these are planning to be available in a couple different print sizes. So if you're interested in learning more about this, because this is like a response to one of the most requested things that we get on all of our support emails, I would definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel because we'll be announcing it on the stream here. Definitely join our Discord because Discord tends to learn about things, you know, a couple weeks in advance sometimes. They'll like see things in beta and in development. This, by the way, full disclaimer, this is like a beta product, so the final one might look a little bit different, but just wanted to show you, kind of give you a sneak peek of some of the things that we're working on, and that you can expect to be available in very soon. Like the next, literally, like I think we're planning 2 streams from now to do the product announcement and probably do a big thing like we did with the DIY Quinly. Yeah, and if you know any other people who might be interested in this, without giving out too much detail, definitely have them follow our social media since we plan to do, a bit of an event and a stream around the launch of this new product. So, exciting things coming. Not sure how much more to say about it.
Yeah, we can't give it all away today.
Yeah, we can't. This is just a sneak preview for those of you who have stuck around. Like, I think we'll be doing that. Like last time we did a sneak preview of the new UI we've been working on, and this time new hardware products.
Yeah, just keep in mind there could just be multiple sneak peeks every single time or something.
Every single stream, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been working on internally here. Yeah, definitely follow the YouTube. Like that's where we plan to do most of the product announcements. But Jack has started another print on his EV3.
Oh my God.
Double the speed. But yeah, we plan to make these for Ender and for Prusa and a couple other very commonly requested sizes that we actually have probably some of you in the Discord have actually had a say, whether you know it or not, what sizes will be offered right at the gate. So I would definitely recommend joining up on Discord and having your input. And maybe seeing a couple more sneak previews as things progress. But I won't say too much more, but this has been something that's been requested a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, am I missing any other key information? Nope. We will be doing like a full showcase kind of thing. But other than that, yeah, like, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Well, I guess I should mention too, it is kind of inspired by the vapor print surface, but it is for those of you who might not need full, Quinly automation on all of your machines. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where this product will fit, I guess. But I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
Because I think we should save it for like a big reveal.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a secret.
Oh, we've got lead paint with an entry into. He's just started, but I definitely appreciate him joining. This one is really nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So clean.
It's so clean. Those frames. And he's got the seam alignment pretty well. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious if you deliberately did that. Because sometimes Kira, you just get really lucky with it. But like we tried to align our seams to the inside so that you can't really see them when looking from the outside. Oh, ours is flexing too.
Yeah, it's wiggling a little bit.
It like vibrates every channel. That's crazy. Let me switch cameras. This isn't something that we usually run into on production.
I guess because it's so tall
and so thin.
Yeah.
But these side panels are printed like that as well, and they don't wobble.
That's true.
When we were printing them 90 degrees, fully out of the bed when the beds were mounted sideways previously, did not
Yeah, it's kind of odd. It must be the shape or something.
It could be the shape that it's just very springy. It could be the PLA too, because it's hollow.
Yeah, that could be it.
Okay, and we're done.
Oh, wow. Wait.
Under the wire.
Wow.
7:59.
So close to not making it.
Ooh, very good.
7:59. We made it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one looks better.
Yeah.
It's interesting comparing the sheen.
Yeah.
The hot print is completely glossy, and then this print is completely matte.
Interesting.
Oh, our leg detached too.
Oh wow! There we go. It's all from all that glossy.
Wait, really?
That was the one that was the first.
Detached?
Yeah, it's actually detached.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that the first layer didn't print perfectly.
Oh yeah.
It's actually also holding on by one leg. I have to take a picture and send it in Discord. This is crazy.
It's gotta be a video or something so you can show the picture.
Next time
it will
be a single leg.
As it's printing, just cut it off.
Really, really challenging.
I'll release a new model.
Yeah, so it's just one leg.
One leg.
That's a good plan.
It'd be a good one.
Yeah, I agree. Good. That's a good.
Yes. For the new one.
For a special one.
For the new one.
Yes.
Or, I don't know if we can reveal it too much.
Super Sticky 9000?
Sticky Stick 9000.
Yeah.
Sticky. We got a whole bunch of, input from people on our Discord. And some of the names that were suggested were very good, but unfortunately very difficult to market.
Oh. Too bad.
I think everyone's wrapping up.
Mm-hmm.
What temp does the vapor release? I'll show you a demo. We recommend 29 degrees Celsius. But that is kind of guaranteed release for very, very large models. So like this, for example, is at 29. But something small like what we're printing now, you could do a release at a much higher temperature because there's not as much surface area, and sometimes the models have enough leverage that you can just pop them off, even though it's not strictly recommended. But something like this, you want to wait all the way down to 29. Yeah. Yep. Hopefully that answers your question.
When do we get the polls?
Sorry?
When do we get the polls?
I think the polls will be coming soon.
I'm excited to vote.
Yeah.
You can decide to change baskets. Like, I think not us, but
Yeah.
like, it was probably
Who finished first?
I think it might have been Jack.
Outside of us, right?
I believe it's Jack. That was the only.
But his was small.
That's true.
So I don't know if that counts. His was scaled down.
Mateo just wants to
I
win.
think Fish said he started fishing quite a while ago.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh yeah, Bishop. Yeah, Bishop TV. You wanna see what we ended up with? Maybe it's online. Check the hashtag. It could be there. Oh, one of the other things I should mention. With the DIY kits, we actually the vapor formulation we changed it a bit, and you can now print PLA at 45 degrees instead of 60.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so your cool down cycle becomes much quicker because you're only going from 45 to 29 instead of 60 to 29. So like if you order the DIY kit, you'll be getting one of those new ones. So your cool down cycle should be much faster, and that's always one of the things that can be improved is because when you're running 24/7 on a Quinly, like your only downtime is really the cool down cycle. So we managed to reduce that, and what's nice about it too is like throw a fan on top of that, and it'll be really fast. Like it'll only be a couple of minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Yeah. So I guess that's also like a big update.
That's true.
That we should have mentioned.
Yeah.
With the DIY
last week,
The DIY kit's coming up, yeah. The 45-degree PLA. It also means your warping, which can sometimes happen with PLA on hot beds, will be greatly reduced. It's only 45. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, hopefully that helps people out. Like, I guess you could get a whole bunch of extra fruit, but yeah, this would be good.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
That's what happened to me last
Yeah.
time.
Actually, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Ed was just asking the question, like, at what temperature does it release? So sometimes tall parts, this just fell. Sometimes tall parts will, like, have enough leverage to pull themselves out. So this one actually released at 37 degrees. But for that big black part, it had to go all the way down. 29 is like, for sure, it's what it's gonna release. Yeah. So this is interesting. It came out so much more matte than our first attempt.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the yes. Like it's not often just spoken about with PLA.
Yeah.
But
a huge difference then.
Yeah, like black PLA will, or actually all colors will come out more matte with whatever you paint them. Yeah, pretty interesting. So that in a beauty versus, because I like matte prints, in a beauty versus speed, that's also something to consider. Like when you lower your temperatures, the layers will just be neater because they won't sag and stuff.
Yeah.
And warp. But also the color will end up being more smooth and matte. The problem is that you have to also consider is when the nozzle slows down within a layer, like maybe towards the corner or something. Because it's hotter for longer, it'll become less matte in certain areas. So we actually there was this print that I did, a while ago. It was like a vase, and I had a cooling fan only on one side of the vase. So the front of the vase was matte, and then the back side was glossy. Just because it's printing right around that picture where it converts.
That's kind of a cool, like, I feel like if you had that, that'd be kind of something cool to start doing.
Yeah.
So just an update. What we're going to do is, since we've got a few people still printing,
Okay.
we're actually going to do this poll tomorrow on Discord.
Okay.
So everyone,
that's a good idea.
So everyone who's still printing, don't worry. Just post your results on our Discord.
Or on Facebook.
Or on Facebook, yeah. Or Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah.
Got them all.
And we'll have a vote, and we'll make a post, showing off the winners tomorrow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
2 hours is pretty strict.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
We were stressing a little bit by the end.
I think, yeah, we managed to come in. We organized this, and we were only 1 minute away from being overtime. So, yeah. Cool. No, that's going to be exciting, because then we'll get to see all the prints overnight. And actually, a lot of our European viewers watch the stream
after.
Yeah, while it's midnight here. While I'm still barely awake working. So they actually could be able to participate as well. We might want to make a note for them. Maybe we can get some more results in the morning.
Maybe just like what time are we gonna announce it and stuff? We can do it all the way up until a certain point.
I think we'll probably announce it sometime tomorrow afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Yeah. So then they'll have like all night and morning to. Oh, that means people could set up some really long, beautiful prints.
That's
too.
True. Ooh.
I wonder if we should put some on our 24/7 stream.
Yeah, and then see what comes from the future.
Should we do that?
I can slice them for 24 hours, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, we actually have we're doing that DICE 1,000 hour test on our other Twitch channel. It's called 3D Loop. If you're on Twitch right now, you'll see the current channel you're watching would start posting 3D Loop. Otherwise, you can just go to it. I think it's linked in the description of the video as well. And yeah, we've been printing now for a week almost. We've had one failure so far, so that's a bit of an update, but I fixed that last night. And yeah, I think that's a cool idea. Why don't we print beautiful Helix entries on the 1,000 hour print stream?
That would be nice.
I've actually got to the stream. Here, I'll just move the camera, show you guys where it's set up relatively well. We paused it so that the noise during this stream wouldn't interfere.
Yeah.
There we go. Quinly. Where is it? Oh, here we go. It's the DICE printer. I apologize for any sort of motion sickness that is caused. But the DICE printer is back there. So just after the stream, we'll get it going again. And yeah, we should print some Helixes on there.
Yeah.
It's also an interesting update is that printer's printed over 400 parts so far. Yeah, because we were printing with small pieces before I switched over to the large anchor hangers.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, show them.
Yeah, so on the name. This isn't all of them. I think some of them have actually been shipped. Like these were production parts. So there are quite a lot of them in this box.
There you go.
Oh, this is a good point, Steph. Now that we're extending the challenge, see if you can challenge like your favorite YouTuber as well to, because obviously those guys are experts. Like, I could imagine someone like teaching tech, like having the most beautifully optimized slicing profile for the Ender 3, just because he does so many videos.
You can share all the settings and like take them.
Yeah, we could get something better than this. Yeah, I wonder if he has tutorials on printing fast.
Oh yeah, that'd be so helpful.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be curious to see like
Yeah.
all the entries to the challenge, and then we can since we're extending it, that'd be good.
Right.
Oh, Steven, your head's been revealed on stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
New host? Question mark.
Steven's been on stream before.
There
Or
we
old
go.
office.
You also have the things with the guys.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah. These are like little planter things that have a ridiculous first layer. That's why I wanted to print them. The first layer is just straight up line coming out of the circle. And I know I printed these a long time ago on a glass bed, and like I was never able to get every single
that makes sense
to stay down. They'd always curl back up and then onto the back. So, but these ones all came out really well, and there's no skirt either on these ones. So I think once we do the helixes, I might revert to these. Yeah. And then we can get some plants for the office.
That'd be nice. We can organize the office.
The thing is, with this 1,000-hour print challenge, like we're gonna end up with more knickknacks than we can handle. Considering we're already 4 parts into it, it's kind of ridiculous. Eric's studio was a nice touch. Oh my. Yeah, the one failure we had on the 1,000-hour stream was, for some reason the first layer, wasn't printing correctly on one of the, I was printing these hooks for the whole planters.
Okay.
And one of the first layers just didn't sync. It might have been a partial clog or something, but when I got here, there's a massive blob of filament. It basically unclogged itself somewhere to the second layer or something. And yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, I feel like we could clip that and just make a tutorial because there's a massive clog, a massive blob thing. It's probably still here in the pack. But a lot of people take apart the entire extruder to remove those.
Yeah.
But you don't actually have to. So I was thinking like might be a good tutorial.
I think it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're like doing production on these, we've had issues in the past where like they'll be perfect for a really long time and then you get some like weird log or like weird leveling issue. Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like massive. I took this out without damaging any of the wires or anything.
Wow.
Yeah, take a close look. You can't even see the layer lines. It's awesome.
Oh, it's on purpose.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. So that was our only failure in 5 days, which is pretty good. And I think it only took me about 30 minutes to fix it. Yeah. So not too bad. It is like monstrous. Yeah, and you can actually pick this off. Like you don't need any special tools. I used to eat gun to speed it up, but you'd be able to do it with just the pliers and some paper towels. Not too huge of a deal. So, yeah, I guess keep an eye out on 3D Loop too to track the progress of the 1,000-hour test and also let us know if any failures are there. But one failure over 5 days so far is a pretty good result, and I think I know what caused it. Like I think the temps were too low for this. So, hopefully the CPU on the remaining 37 days.
There we go. That is.
Oh, Anderson Bull. What? Jack is flandering the dies extruder. I think it's actually really good because it managed to unclog itself somehow. Yeah, and also like when I replaced the filament, it didn't have any blockage in the nozzle, and it printed these just fine. So
that's really good.
yeah, so far I'm like pretty impressed by it. One failure in 5 days, and I think it was a slicing issue, or like a materials issue, something.
Some sort of issue.
Well, like what you get with the glittering materials is if it's too hot or like staying stationary really hot, the glitter can sometimes clog the nozzle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, especially on 0.4 nozzles. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
That's fair.
But the fact that I didn't have to disassemble it to repair something like this was pretty impressive. And like the filament, even though there's a huge clog and like a partial clog and whatever, the filament came out like beautifully. I didn't have to take the extruder or anything. Like so far I'm pretty impressed by it. Yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess since we're not voting on the results just yet, is there anything else we could cover in the stream? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did an update. Everyone's DIY kits are getting shipped out next week. And they've got like the faster cooling beds. Oh no, they're getting shipped out as of today and this week. Yeah. Like some were shipped today, and the rest are being shipped tomorrow and Friday. And they get the new beds. And it's been awesome seeing everyone in Discord. That's super cool. Like, I'm excited. Like, a couple people from the stream are like waiting for their shipping notifications. So I'm super excited to see how they use their printers, their Quinly kits. And yeah, stay tuned. And next week, actually, I should talk about what we're doing next week. We'll be talking about how to go from a single printer to a print farm. So kind of like, I guess I'll be talking from my personal experience going from one printer to an automated printer and then to many automated printers if we have that 3D too. So we'll go through that. Yeah, and that should be actually, I think, really interesting because a lot of people we've noticed who got Quinly on their Ender 3 end up buying a second Ender 3 like, pretty shortly after, just because they have so much more time to have another printer.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I think we'll go through and next week on next week's stream and talk about like what the typical progression looks like and like how you should, especially if you're doing it for as a business, as a side business, which Quinlys are really good for because you don't need to manage them. We'll talk about like the progression from like getting your first printer, preparing your models, and then like setting up like more and more automated things. Yeah, so that's next week, and then the week after, we'll talk more about that leaked product announcements. It'll be very exciting, and you'll hear more details if you're in our Discord. So, and you'll probably know quite a few details as well. So I guess before we close out, we should show Media Man's print. It's looking
good.
It's actually looking pretty beautiful. Even with the strings. Like, it's a unique look. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And given that we've extended the challenge, definitely challenge like your favorite YouTubers. I'm sure like I wonder if CNC Kitchen will probably be able to figure out how to do this in 5 minutes or less.
That would be extremely
He did a video recently about printing super fast.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, like
I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Yeah, that'd be worth looking at. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so lots of stuff to look forward to. Make sure you follow the YouTube channel or join Discord, but I think that's pretty much it for this stream. Join us next time.
Yeah.
Anything else? Subscribe. Already said that. Yeah.
Like the video.
Yeah. Make sure to share the challenge and yeah, we'll post the result. I'm excited to see the result. Cool. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see you all next week and we'll see the challenge results tomorrow afternoon. All right. Bye, everyone.